Hi, so my name's Johanna McCormick. I work in a clinic in Preston, McTimoney Chiropractic. I studied at the McTimoney College of Chiropractic on an integrated master's program. So I was originally a psychology teacher and I fell out of love with teaching. I'd got into psychology because I wanted to help people and I felt like I wasn't doing that anymore. So I kind of looked around, and at the time my husband was receiving chiropractic care, and the difference that it made, not only physically but psychologically, mentally, it made a massive shift. So I looked into kind of research into pain and mental health and really thought, well, actually if you can take away someone's pain, you can have a massive impact on their mental health. So I decided to give up teaching and then signed up to be on the master's program, having never been to a chiropractor myself, only just observed it, and it was the best decision I've ever made. So I did the part-time pathway, which is 5 years, where you attend for a long weekend once a month, and then you have a spring school. So it allowed me to be able to work at the same time. So I'd already done a degree, so I wasn't able to have any funding. So by doing the part-time pathway, I was able to finance myself at the same time. So it meant that there was a lot of independent study, but that flexibility of being able to work and study really helped. And I had a really great bunch of friends that I studied with. Chiropractors are really sickening people to be around because we love what we do. I mean, to get a load of us together, we are just the happiest people ever, because we make such a difference to people's lives. When you have a patient who comes in and you can see that there is no sparkle in their eyes, and then after like maybe 3 or 4 sessions where you see that person kind of come back to life, it is absolutely amazing. I mean, that part never ceases to amaze me, even though that I know chiropractic works, but when you can see a person have that journey, it's just absolutely phenomenal. So I think empathy is a massive one. You have to be able to empathise with your patients, because often when someone comes to a chiropractor, they have been lots of different places, and most of the time, most people haven't heard of what a chiropractor is and what they do, so when they turn up to you, it's almost a last chance for them to be able to get some help. So I think you need to be able to empathise and understand their journey. Communication is key. On all levels, you need to be able to communicate what you're doing, why you're doing it. You need to be able to communicate across what is wrong with the patient, your working diagnosis, what you are going to do to help them, what you expect them to do. And I think just being like a detective, you need to be inquisitive, you need to keep learning, because there are so many different things, different conditions, different testing. If you don't like learning and being inquisitive, then I think being a chiropractor would be quite tough, because you need to make sure that you are evidence-based, that you are on top of your game, and every day is a new day, and someone will come in with a condition that you've never heard of or never seen before. So you need to make sure that you are still inquisitive and want to find out more about the world. The main thing is to go and observe as many people as you possibly can. Chiropractors are very open and will share all of their knowledge, so whilst you are a student, go and see as many chiropractors, adjust, because you will find out what you like, what you don't like. It will help you find out who you are as a chiropractor. And then the second one is go to as many conferences as you possibly can whilst you're a student, because they are so cheap. But that's where you will meet your people. As I said, chiropractors are really happy people to be around. They love sharing their knowledge. Someone will offer to mentor you when you go out and meet more chiropractors, and it's just about putting yourself in that world, immersing yourself in that world, because it is a very welcoming profession to be in. There's about 4,500 chiropractors in the UK at the minute who are practicing. Really in the northwest we are really short of chiropractors. I mean, I have a clinic and I'm desperate for another chiropractor. So there are lots of job opportunities out there. Most people will go and work as an associate for another chiropractor and then probably will go off and set up on their own. So there's lots of opportunities. McTimoney Chiropractic, which is the one I studied, lots of people go on to open up their own businesses. It's often kind of small scale, patient focused. The world of chiropractic is huge. We are definitely, since COVID especially, are the main place where people go to if they are in pain. Rather than going to the GP, a lot of people would just come straight to a chiropractor. So there's lots of job opportunities. There's lots of conferences, there's lots of associations. Really, chiropractic is growing and moving forward.